Spider-Man: No Way Home is proving to be a hit with critics and fans alike. According to Deadline, the hotly anticipated threequel has already set opening day records in Korea, the United Kingdom, Mexico, Russia, Italy, and other locales. It seems that Marvel has another international mega hit on its hands. It's hardly a surprise either. For a Spider-Man fan, the scale of No Way Home is easily on par with an Avengers movie, thanks to the fact that the movie makes good use of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's recent multiverse shenanigans. It's one long, deep dive to both the history and the possible future of the Spider-Man movie franchise, or rather, all three Spider-Man movie franchises. Due to the sheer popularity of the character, a new Spider-Man movie tends to sell itself. However, No Way Home had the added power of intrigue and mystery on its side from the get-go. As soon as it was confirmed that villains from non-Disney franchises, including Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus and Jamie Foxx's Electro, were going to be involved, it opened the door to dream team-ups, showdowns, and interesting possibilities. The movie even delivers on the one front many fans could never have even dreamed to see one day: Tom Holland's Spider-Man uniting with the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire versions of the friendly neighborhood superhero, as both of these earlier incarnations return for one last hurrah. Now that they've gotten this seemingly impossible wish, however, some Marvel aficionados have grown hungry and want even more. After Andrew Garfield spent months dodging his involvement with Spider-Man: No Way Home, the British star shocked the world when his tall, shock-haired version of Peter Parker first emerged into the MCU through a portal Ned Leeds opened with a sling ring. Garfield's Spidey immediately establishes himself as the charming yet nerdy presence fans of his The Amazing Spider-Man series know and love. He then goes on to help his Spider-Man brethren save the day and restore balance in the multiverse, much to the delight of fans. While Garfield's Spider-Man movies aren't the most acclaimed of the bunch, as highlighted by the 52% score for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Rotten Tomatoes, his performance in No Way Home has led to calls for another solo outing as the web-slinger for the actor. One Twitter user notes that Garfield clearly had an absolute blast in Marvel's latest outing and deserves a third movie right now. This sentiment was echoed by other social media users. Now that it's been established that fans want more Garfield, it's up to Sony and Marvel to figure out a way to make it happen. And as luck would have it, yet another hopeful Garfield fan has a suggestion. Sony needs to just hand Andrew Garfield a blank check to do The Amazing Spider-Man 3. A part of Andrew Garfield's allure as Spider-Man is that he's an absolutely fascinating combination of trauma and lightheartedness. His very first scene in the MCU is a masterclass of comedic confusion that culminates in him crawling on the ceiling to remove a cobweb for a persistent old lady. He has arguably the best jokes out of the trio, and he brings plenty of levity in the Spider-Man interactions. On the other hand, the death of Gwen Stacy has visibly destroyed his confidence and mental well-being, and he's quick to declare himself the least impressive of the trio when he learns of the other Peter's alien-themed exploits. He's also responsible for arguably the most emotional scene in the entire movie, when he rescues MJ from a fall, just like he failed to do with Gwen, and is visibly awash with emotion when he understands the magnitude of the moment. Thanks to this impressive outing, The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was trending almost as soon as No Way Home was out, and since Amazing Spider-Man 2 tried to fit in so much world building, Garfield has an entire exciting world to potentially explore. Now that fans are staunchly behind Garfield's return, maybe he'll get the chance to finally wrap up his own trilogy. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.